And we begin this half hour with a story you'll see only on 7. After losing her father in a deadly officer-involved crash, the daughter of attorney Clifford Woodards is breaking her silence. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Glenda Lewis.
And I'm Alan Campbell. In a one-on-one interview with our Simon Shaykat, Woodards' daughter talks about pursuing accountability after this tragedy.
The daughter of prominent Detroit attorney Clifford Woodards says more than 2 months after his death, she still received no answers in the case, something that continues to delay healing and closure.
Initially, I was relieved to hear that they were taking this investigation seriously. 2 months after the fact, that faith in swift prosecution is diminished, to say the least.
As she copes with devastating loss, Melissa Connolly Woodards is speaking out about what she calls a lack of accountability. Her father, attorney Clifford Woodards, died in early February, yet she says no one has informed her whether or not the officer who struck his vehicle after failing to safely stop will be charged.
I'm sitting here waiting for Wayne County Prosecutor's Office to validate the value of my father's life.
After checking with Detroit police, we've confirmed findings of an investigation were sent over to the Wayne County prosecutor. However, a spokesperson for the prosecutor says a final report from the medical examiner is yet to be completed.
I'm yet another person waiting for someone to be held accountable for the death of a Black man. And frankly, it's an all too familiar narrative in this day and age. The grief process is difficult to begin with, outside of adding on this extra layer of waiting.
Attorneys Arnold Reed and Arnold Reed II represent the Woodards family.
We were informed that the day after Cliff's unfortunate passing, the autopsy itself was complete. The report hasn't been done. Simon?
After the death of Clifford at West Chicago and the eastbound Jeffries service drive, Chief James Craig said preliminarily findings showed officers had lights and sirens turned on responding to an emergency at 1 a.m., but failed to stop sufficiently at a red light. They appeared to not see Clifford's vehicle while slowing down from speeds at or above 50 miles an hour.
Chief Craig was very expeditious and thorough. We know that. Put the report together. Put the report together.
A spokesperson for the medical examiner declined an interview with us, instead telling us by phone the report is simply unfinished, without an explanation why.
A client and her loved one was lost. That's a very serious matter.
I cannot imagine how long this would take if it was someone who was less well known in the community.
We've also learned the Wayne County Executive's office is working with a medical examiner to find out how this process can be completed as quickly as possible. In the meantime, attorney Arnold Reed telling us they'll also be pursuing justice in the civil court. Simon Shaykat, 7 Action News.